Took him way back for that one. Took him way back for that one.
Yo, it was just like, who did that beat?
I just asked him, like, yo, that sounds familiar. Like, yo, my ears are still sharp.
Bro, who did that beat? That's you.
I have no idea.
You don't?
I was just told this is an old Future Flavor clip.
Oh, yeah, Future Flavors. Yes.
Shout out to Molly Mall.
Shout out to
Molly Mall.
Yes, sir.
Oh, come on, Future Flavors, baby.
Yeah.
What do I?
Sway.
Come on, Pete.
Heather B.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
We here.
Ladies and gentlemen, forget the dumb stuff.
I know, right?
Let's forget the dumb shit.
Bring the light, man.
Yeah, forget all the dumbness.
You know what I mean?
That we constantly digest here in our so-called culture. I don't even know what culture means no more. The fuck is it? I don't have no idea what it is. That people put any and everything under the banner of culture.
Yeah. I know, that's why I'm careful with that word. I be
very careful.
I be saying the art form now.
That's it.
Keeping the art form.
I say the community.
The community.
That's what it is.
Hip-hop community.
The community.
The community.
The art form.
Yep, art form.
We don't use culture.
Nope.
And we're people who have been in this business, who've been in this culture over 4 decades now. Yeah. Right? 5.
Yeah. Well, I realized that I said that word in a couple of posts, but it's okay.
It's okay?
It's all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we have 2 GOATs sitting with us. Mm-hmm. This isn't for debate. It isn't for discussion. This is a fact. Some people believe they're GOATs. I know that these guys are GOATs for various reasons. For throughout their careers, being dedicated and committed to the art form.
Yes, sir.
Right? And they never bent. They never compromised themselves. But not only that, one of the things I always talk about that gets lost in conversation, when King Tech and I was coming up, Heather, this is pre-Heather B. Heather was still going to private schools at that time.
You know what? Why you always discussing my parents' financial situations? I'm taking it personal.
He ain't gonna let you live. He don't let you live, boy.
I don't care if I was a Cosby
I
kid.
just want to paint the right picture, Heather. I'm sorry, my bad.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to fill in the canvas, right? You know. But there was a thing about being innovative too, because your innovation was your contribution and your thank you to the culture. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Common came in with a style out of Chicago we hadn't heard yet, which is why King Tech and I started playing his music. Him and I met back in 1992, I believe.
92, yes.
Right? Pete Rock came with a production style that was so warm and sultry and distinguishable. You knew his sound.
100%.
100%. And he introduced something. He was a contributor. It's a difference between a contributor and a customer. And together they are 2 highly acclaimed, critically acclaimed, highly awarded people who have always been steadfast about what's right with this culture. When you watch Pete Rock's Instagram, he is now a voice where you didn't always hear from Pete Rock.
Nope, I ain't talk.
You didn't hear him verbalize it. You heard it through his music. Or the Chocolate Boy Wonder might bust some bars. Who knows? We might even be lucky today and get some bars.
You gonna rap too, Sway, since you was there?
No, not at all. I'm doing my role. This is my contribution. And then we got the ego winner here, right?
Yeah.
Something he's done. Yo, I'll never forget in the 90s, late 90s, maybe 98, when a record label person, a radio person. Did I ever tell you this story?
No, what happened?
You know how King Tech and I left the beat in L.A.?
No,
I didn't hear it either.
Oh, shit. Because they all came on the show, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I known y'all since y'all started.
Since we started.
Yes.
Pete Rock has been our brother.
Yes.
Wow.
Same with Premier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Same with Common since we started.
Yes.
We were playing Jesus. There's a light when you need someone.
Yeah, the light.
The light by my side. You hear how we all singing this?
R.I.P. J. Dilla.
We used to play your music a lot on our show, and it came under new management. Radio 1 came in and bought it. Bought the beat, and the program director, I'm not putting him out there, so I won't say his name, because he had his reasons. He was a programmer. He didn't know your song. So they called me in the office, and I had to drive to the beat and sit in and say, yo, citizens, this is the kind of shit that the music business, this what goes on behind the scenes that you don't understand.
Yep. The magic, the power.
The head of programming for Radio 1 heard that song on a night show, the Wake Up Show. Was only one show, one night a week, but it's syndicated everywhere. And said, I heard a song, I didn't like it, and you can't play this kind of music on this station. We're doing something different.
What?
I said, well, what song? This is the Wake Up. This is what we done. This is what we do for this station. We built this brand along with Julio G and all the other guys that work here.
Shout out to him.
Nah, man, if I don't know it, it shouldn't be on this station.
Oh.
Well, what's the song?
Right.
There's a time.
Oh,
Need someone.
Wow.
I said, Common? He said, yeah, I'm not familiar with it. I said, you know who Common is? He said,
He
no.
know who Bobby Caldwell is?
No.
Well, then he.
That's the sample. So he said to me, I swear this, King Tech could tell you, he said that day in that moment, listen, I want it off. If you don't change it, you don't have a place here.
Wow.
What?
I swear to you, I cannot make this up. And the man, if he questioned it, we could sit down and talk. It's all good, though.
No, there's people exist.
So is that,
people
that's
exist.
when y'all left?
I told him I'm not going to change the playlist. We have to play Common. He's a part of the lexicon. He's a part of the fiber that built this station.
Yeah,
Yo. And so I walked out, and we were making six figures at that time.
Bro,
And I called Tech, and I started laughing. And he said, how'd the meeting go? I started laughing because we've been through this before. We got kicked off radio before. I said, man, he said he didn't want us to play the songs we play, and he named Common.
Of all people?
Of all people.
Yo, but that's the Muhammad Ali stuff y'all did, man, where you sacrifice for what you believe in. That take a lot of heart and soul. That's what we don't have a lot in this industry. And people ask me what has changed most about the industry from when you all first came in. And I think that's one of the biggest things. I remember coming up to y'all show and when y'all was in the Bay Area and the Hit Squad was just up there, and then y'all let me come up and rhyme. And it was the DJs and the people who were ingrained in the culture, in the art form, who really were like the conduits for us to know what was new and what was good. Y'all had the power and the ability. Once that changed, like when we couldn't bring a record up to a DJ, and if the DJ liked it, he could play it. That changed a lot. The stuff that had to be played had to be programmed by Radio 1 or whatever, whoever was the powers that be. And if that brother, don't even know my record, but some Pete just said, if you don't know Bobby Caldwell and you're a program director, a music director, like, man, you gotta know music.
You gotta know music
when you in that position. It's like, if you're gonna be a basketball coach, you need to know basketball and know the history of it, and that's any profession. So anyway, man, I thought that was the biggest change. But thank you for standing up. I didn't want to make you have to lose your job, but you did it for the art form.
I was looking for you for a while though. No, Pete, what happened? We walked away. That's when Sway and Tech and the Wake Up Show stopped broadcasting in L.A. in the beat.
That don't
So
make no
for
sense.
a couple of weeks, that was a nice part of our income. We didn't know we were gonna figure it out, but that's when MTV called.
One door shut, another better door open.
Come on,
Come
man.
on.
What we talk about?
That's the saying, though.
on,
That's the
man.
saying.
That's the right. And now it's 2024, and I get to still sit at a radio platform, talking with my brother Common and my brother Pete Rock.
Your old
And
friends.
play their music.
Welcome them to the show. Come on, man.
Sway in the morning.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Come on, man.
That's it.
Come on.
Different, man.
So
Remember, I used to bring, when vinyl was vinyl,
Yo.
I used to have my vinyl, and y'all would grant me a DJ set. So that was one of the things I remember about y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And that when I came to Cali, y'all showed me so much love, and I'll be DJing on the air. I used to be happy. I used to be happy doing
Well, you was a hero to us,
Thank
you
you,
know,
bro.
but you still are,
Still
both
are,
of
man.
us. You know,
Thank you,
both of
thank
you are still a hero. So when I found out y'all came together, it was like, oh, this makes too much sense because y'all had done so much work together in the past, right?
Yeah.
But then when I look at, like, let's say, Alchemist and Larry June or
I like Larry.
come on, man.
He dope.
And then you see Nas and Hit Boy.
yeah,
Yo,
yep,
did that make you go, hold up, what we doing? Let's get back on it.
It made me say, you know what? It's time. That's all I said in my head. It's time. And I picked the right guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, all this celebration of hip hop, the 50th anniversary, it just reminded me how much I love his music, man. And I've been listening to a lot of 90s hip hop. And I was like, man, this spirit is still alive. Like, it's something like being at those performances, being at Yankee Stadium, and I stood in that crowd, man, and just watched all these artists, man, from Lil' Kim to Mobb Deep to Snoop to, you know, to Cube to Fat Joe to Nas. And I was like, man, it was like thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, however many the Yankee Stadium hold, that just was enjoying the culture. And I was like, man, this culture is still alive. It's still an appetite for music that we love. And man, you know, MCing, when I come up on Sway, like, people call me. When I come to Sway in the morning, kick around, people hit me, oh, that was dope. So I know people, like, actually listening to the lyrics. And as you said, you talking about a hero. He one of the heroes for me, like this, that has created some of the most timeless music. And once we got around each other and started creating, it was like, oh, we got something that's really special. Like, this is a connection that we had only did, like, I got to do something on one of his albums, and we did The Bitch in You. It was the only 2 records we had did. So it was like
No, we played that recently. And the last few months.
Why?
No, I'm gonna tell you why. He said,
I didn't say it. He
no,
said it.
how long with you?
Just telling the story.
We'll come back to it.
we'll come back to it. We played it recently.
Yeah. But for me, it was just like, man, this is one of the greatest musicians and producers in music, not
Thank you,
just in
brother.
hip hop.
Thank you,
like,
brother.
to create a sound, and that is, you can't overlook that. A sound, like a sound in music, it's only certain producers that you get in music, even if you go to any genre, that have created a sound.
Yeah.
And I was listening to, like, Shut 'Em Down, you know, remix that P did, or Down with the Kings, and I'm like, man, this stuff still resonate. So as soon as I got to Pete, where it ain't the basement, but his place where he cooking, I was like, oh man, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is the
He was
music
above.
I'm
He was
supposed to be
one
making.
level above the basement. He was in the living room.
The
So
living room.
I'm purging and stuff like that in my house, and moving things around and painting. And so I moved my equipment upstairs, and my bedroom is like right down the hall. So when I wake up with an idea, I'm going right to the shit. You know what I'm saying? And make it. But with me and him, how our process goes now, it's like I'll send him a sample. Yo, you like that? He like, yo, hook that up, beat, please. That's how we get it popping, bro.
That's how y'all get it popping?
That's how we get it popping. Yeah.
You move your whole studio, plugins, everything?
Yeah.
You unplug and replug?
Yeah, I'm redoing. I'm actually building a new studio in my home. So, like,
You floating the floor, all of that shit?
not yet.
Floating the
Not
floor.
yet.
Oh, okay, all right.
But you know, I'm doing some things, you know, and you know, it's just gonna be like boom, quick, you know, putting music out. Ideas come faster, and you know, the work is just.
But that process is like, I've only had that process with certain producers. The great Jay Dilla, God bless his soul.
Give him a round of applause.
Yeah, and Kanye and No ID,
Yep.
like, where I've been able to sit down. So this was special for me to sit down and, like, to have him sending me records, to have him sending me beats. Yo, you like this sample? To me, that, I feel like we was going to this, like, we gonna create a whole piece of art, like a album, not just like this is we gonna get that experience and just do the music that we love, man. Like it wasn't about, like, can we do something that people gonna respond to now? Is it of the now? No, I feel like timeless music is timeless music. And when I listened to Michael Jackson when I was young, I wasn't like, yo, is this of the now? I was like, yo, I love this. When I listened to KRS or Tribe Called Quest, I just loved it. You know, so I felt like, why don't we just make music that we inspired by, that we love, that we know us too would want to put out in the world. And that's what we ended up creating.
I believe good music is good music. It doesn't, you don't have to change and be with the young new shit. You don't got to do that all the time. Music is music. That's basically what everyone needs to understand.
Music is music. That's Pete Rock right there. Come on, man.
Yes,
Give that man a round of applause. The bitch in you.
I was gonna say, if you wasn't gonna say it, I was.
I seen it. I seen it. I seen it.
As soon as she comment said it, Pete was like, oh.
It was so good, though.
Listen, let me tell you, that was
a man sticking up for himself.
It wasn't another, this is how we handled our business.
Yeah.
We took it to wax.
Yes, sir.
Right? We took it to wax.
100%. 100%.
That's what the culture had, then. You got a problem with somebody, take it to the circle,
to wax,
to the turntables, or take it to wax.
Take it to wax.
Facts.
It's such a productive way to handle whatever anger, whatever beef you got with somebody. Take it to wax. Take it to the turntables. Take it to whatever art form. Man, that was about MCing, and like Pete just said, that was just me standing up for myself, and I got nothing but love for Ice Cube. He always been one of the inspirations. And then after the bitch and you, we after the beef we had, we settled that. It's always been peace. I've been able to be a part of films that he's produced, and that's my guy. That's my guy. But at the end of the day, we handled it on wax.
Yeah, I handled it. Your first line was. Do you remember the first line?
Why you do that again?
I'm going to explain it. I'm going to explain it. It's going to come back on watch. So
look,
first
let me be clear. Ice Cube, Cube, we down. I'm just saying the line that I wrote back then. All right, let me be clear. So, I said a bitch nigga with an attitude named Cube tried to step to the com with a feud.
How important is that first line? It's not so much the line, but how many was that the first line you settled on?
Yeah, that was the first. That was the first line because, it was a lot built up. As Pete tells the story, man. I came to out his way. He, out in the Vernon, and he said I was angry. He had to take me for a drive.
Had to feed him. Had to introduce him to people. A few little cute girls and stuff like that. Calm down, fam. Nigga.
Calm down.
For real.
But so them lines was coming just because that was, man, it had got to that point where you just if you in a battle, you ain't thinking about the punches you throwing them. So I was just like, yo, let me just, and as you said about, we just handled it on wax, but we were also direct during that time. Like, I never was into the subliminals. I understand MCs sometimes might be talking about another person, but that ain't really a diss. You might reference somebody and you kind of look at them as corny or whatever, so you might reference them but not say their name. That ain't the same. I'm saying when you really trying to diss somebody and you don't say their name, I don't know, man. I don't get into that.
That don't work. You gotta be a man about it.
Yeah.
What about the beat though? Was that the first beat you gave him?
Actually, yeah, because I didn't even make the beat at my house. I made the beat at my man Rob O's house, you know what I'm saying? And he had little equipment and records, right?
Yeah,
And then we was going through the records, and, I picked up this album, played it, heard, skipped through it, skip, heard that sample, and said, let me try this.
And that's okay.
Yeah. And we was out, I just remember drinking Heinekens or whatever we was drinking beers, and just sitting around, just drinking a lot of beers.
40s.
And
y'all was drinking 40s? That's so hip hop.
Yeah, they used to be banging though.
That was that time, and just, man, I was just geeked that Pete was hooking this beat up.
Pete, you didn't have no reservations, because you could have inherited the beef because you made the. Or we weren't on that back then with the producers.
Well, you know what? I never really got any direct, yo, Pete, fuck you, man. You know what I'm saying? I never got none of that, but, the vibes was that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was in the air. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. You know what I mean? But after time and after visiting Farrakhan, things died down.
Yeah.
Good.
But I mean, I will say too, it wasn't many producers that was willing to do that. Like I remember saying that rap, and Cass was like, "Yo, that rap cold." I'm like, "You want to do a beat?" No. No. I'm not getting into that. So Pete just had to, in the spirit of hip hop, he was just with it. I think it was whatever his heart, his warrior, his like love for the culture, and like, yo, I'm gonna get his beat to this dude, and this what it's about. He gonna do them rhymes.
It's just music. It's just music.
One of the best songs.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to the battle genre.
Yeah.
I don't know one better.
Q got a few. No Vaseline.
No Vaseline.
Yeah.
Q got his.
My favorite. So,
Yeah, no Vaseline.
Yes.
Jacking for beats, all of that.
Yeah, Jacking
that
for
was
beats.
up
That's
there
up
too.
there too.
Yeah.
What was your, as fans, how did you enjoy
Well, I got to see America's Most Wanted be made.
the album?
Yes, in Green Street. He made that album here in New York.
Yeah, that's the one you mentioned in the
Yeah.
I was
That's a classic. That's a classic.
that was
That's
the
a
beginning.
great album.
That was the beginning of my career. I was like probably 18, 17. I used to be watching Hank and Keith make PE shit, and when the Ice Cube thing was happening, I was just like, wow, and I got to see it.
Wow. That's amazing.
But you was about to ask something else.
You know what I was going to say. 'Cause
I knew what you was
know where I'm going. Y'all, you see what dude, I've been
Drake
talking
and
30
Kendrick
years
and
there,
everybody
but
else.
do
which is
I
why
even
we
need to
put-
ask y'all questions? Why don't y'all just ask the questions you know I'm going to ask? You know what I'm
So,
We know you.
so I mean, man, I thought that was a really good battle.
Me too.
That was like
Yeah.
that was one of the best battles rap has ever seen, the Drake and Kendrick Lamar battle, and it was a heavyweight fight. Because I mean, initially it was like Drake was doing his thing. Drake really was dropping some joints and saying lines that I was like, wow, it's clever. And he was going against a lot of people, and he was delivering.
Yo, he
was
was
clever.
fighting everyone.
Yeah.
Fighting everyone, and he delivered.
Yeah.
And then, when Kendrick started dropping, it was just a gradual, like, art of war mastery that you saw. And, man, I think once I heard that Meet the Grams and Not Like Us, I was like, this is ridiculous battle, like, level. Because that's
But
conceptually.
Here's the thing. When you turn a battle record into a hit record, you lost.
Yeah.
You have lost. So that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? When the record, the diss record becomes a hit record and everybody's singing it.
Yeah.
You lost.
That's one point.
Yeah.
And then for me, conceptually, like, a Meet the Grounds thing is like, for you to like come with a concept and like break down like a person's like being, like, and then that line of like, this ain't a rap battle, you in a battle with yourself. It's like, man, that's a cold line after everything that he had put together in that, and conceptually, like, that's where you hitting somebody in their soul. So it was powerful.
What was the Drake line? Because Drake, first of all, as far as battling go, give them dudes a round of applause, man. Like a standing ovation.
Yes,
I want to give them a standing ovation.
Team Gemini. Team Gemini.
That deserves a standing O.
It hasn't been a battle that like where it was that back and forth and they was dropping it like that and that strategic. That was a classic battle.
That might be the best battle in my opinion. That's not been a bigger battle than
true.
that.
That's very true.
You see why J. Cole took a step back.
Absolutely.
Okay, so stop dissing him because that dude is amazing.
You gotta let who you are sometimes supersede. This is why when we talk about this culture, we don't even know what it is.
Right.
And so we're gonna allow
No
it
more.
to tell J.
Right.
Cole he wasn't right
Yeah.
for following his feelings. We don't know.
Nah.
What's a Drake? Drake was fucking clever the whole time.
Yeah, he was clever. I
What
mean,
the hell?
I love the line. I mean, because he was saying funny stuff when he was like, man, you with a size 7 men's shoe on, how you a big stepper with a size 7 men's shoe? Like, that shit is a dope line, man. And then he was like, it's all over your face, like Mike, like something he said about Michael Jackson. He's like, I see it. You don't want to see your brother Jermaine get the light. And he was, man, he was, so he was saying some stuff, and that you in the Interscope, he's like your label, you in the scope.
Like your label.
Feel the aftermath or something. I like wordplay.
Yeah.
And Drake was delivering that, and then Kendrick just came and elevated it. Like you said, that could be the best rap battle we've had.
Yeah,
but,
monumental.
So they deserve theirs. They
Yeah,
both
man.
deserve theirs.
In the new realm of artists and music, that right there was a pillar.
Yeah,
remember.
And it was great to see. It's almost like I likened it to if we would have saw Manny and Floyd in their prime.
Yeah.
We got to see Drake and Kendrick in their prime.
In their prime, man. And one of the after effects that I love is that we were listening to the lyrics. Like, I hadn't had that many people call me like, yo, you hear this? Or send me, like, I had people that was my age, people that was like 21, sending me the songs like, yo, listen to this one. And we all was listening to the lyrics.
Yeah.
And that's what hip-hop has been about. So it kind of brought attention to hip-hop in a way that we hadn't been paying attention to. Like what's the last song you like was talking to your homie about? Man, you hear them bars, you heard them bars. Or I'm reciting these bars. I listened, and I don't do that with a lot of music. I might hear it, but I don't listen all the time.
Yeah.
So that was it was just beautiful for hip hop.
Beautiful. Congratulations to both of them. And and I know they should take a break. Go on vacation, do something.
Drake said he was on vacation.
Drake's on vacation, good. You
They
should
deserve
be.
it. They
I'm about to
deserve
go on vacation off of that shit. When I hear y'all talk about your perspective on these battles, on sampling, on knowing music, on legacy, on even moving forward, and I start thinking about when I looked at the Wise Up video, and what that represents, and it made me wonder, is that the direction? Like, what's the direction to the album going to be? But Wise Up to me sums up all these things we're saying.
This album, I wanted to be like, have hip hop joints and then have fun joints and then have few that make you think and then have just some, hip hop, boom bap, scratching, noise, and it's an even album.
What do you mean by even? You get
because I'm giving you different types of records.
And then,
I feel like to me, some of the best albums show that they give you different colors in it, different sounds, like within a sound. But it's still like, I would say the basis and the thread of this music that we created is like boom bap and it's soul rap. Like the rap, it's like a boom bap to it, but it's got soul music that's elevating, and the raps are soulful, and Wise Up is like, to me, Pete said that, he was like, that's a New York beat. I was like, it's a New York beat. And I'm a Chicago MC, and I love the combination of that, because I ain't like, I don't lose my Chicago-ness wherever I go. And I don't lose my MCing. So it was like a dope beat for me to just rhyme to and like get and go into different spaces where I get that, but then some of the music, Peter give me a ill bass line. He you know how great he is with the bass lines. The bass lines, and I can go somewhere conceptually that, like, I feel like I'm at home on Pete Rock's music. Meaning, it's like, this is like the music that always has sparked me and touched my soul. Y'all know I venture off as an artist and go into different music when I'm feeling it. But I was just grateful that I was feeling this boom bap, and that Pete was giving me something, that we created something that's fresh, that's new. It doesn't, as much as it's got the spirit of what the 90s was, it's a new sound. It's a new sound.
Yeah.
Here it is, Wise Up, Pete Rock. Common, 888-742-3345. Let's go. Brand new single, Common, Pete Rock, called Wise Up. The album is called
The Auditorium Volume 1.
Yeah.
Volume 1, meaning there's going to be a Volume 2.
We're
We're going to get a Volume 2.
Yes.
We already started on it.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I'll be hitting Pete up like, yo, send me some more beats.
Yo, you might as well eat them up.
Yeah,
Yes,
bro.
bro.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's
Look
what
at
it
them
is.
up, man.
We
Auditorium
live
Volume
once,
1.
man. We live
Word.
once.
We were just saying that.
We
the
live
whole
once.
morning.
Just go for it, man.
Fuck it, man. I'm going to go for it, too.
That's why
I'm going to go for it.
I used to always be upset about how artists don't do more with each other. Like, artists, 2 MCs do an album with a producer that's known, or I always felt some type of way about, because after me, I'm a record collector in vinyl, and I see musicians playing with each other.
Yeah.
I see Miles Davis, I see John Coltrane, Alice Coltrane, all these Charles Mingus, all these jazz artists that, I just said, like I just said, we live once, and I feel like some of us in hip hop need to do that.
Need to do it more while we're still here, right?
Yes.
While we are here.
Yes.
You gonna rhyme on their album, Volume 2, Sway?
I was gonna ask maybe if y'all need.
Sway, if you do not
Sway,
show up to the session, you're done.
That's it. That's it. But I feel like I could be great for an interlude.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Not necessarily rapping, but I could do something.
Won't you stretch
your
yourself?
voice, your spirit, man.
Come on.
Listen,
Come on.
we could
Jeez, walk with
pretend
me.
we're a radio show and somebody's
A
freestyling
skit.
and
Yeah.
skit it up. And
We can make a skit. And
Why
we
don't
can
you
use the
stretch
skit
yourself and
as a
dream bigger
spread.
and spit some bars?
Man, I already done that, Heather.
Yeah, Sway.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
Sway. You in the valley of the hyenas. Yeah, Sway. You
Go
know
ahead,
the
throw the
name.
beat on.
Throw the beat on.
1 2 1 2.
Okay.
What you about to hear right now is a skill set beyond average. This is the abnormal. This is the super terrestrial. I go by Sway. I'm from Oakland.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is Common. He's from Chicago.
Okay.
So Common, what you gonna do with it, man?
What I do with it is fluid. It's fluid when it come down to real music. Calm sense what I say. I rock it for my man named Sway. Of course, Heather B. Yo, Sway is from the Bay.
Hey.
Yo, we do this every day. Calm sense, let the beat rock. Of course, I'm gonna shout out who my brother Pete Rock. This is how it be, yo. The style of be free. A couple of questions that ask me. Featherweights that wanna levitate to get to heavier weight classes. MCs can tell they BBLs, they fake asses. I break glasses with high notes of shot quotes. Catholicism of rhythms. Being dope is my pope. Generations stand on land from shit that I wrote. Spoke my mind like my brain was in the wheel of a bike. If I wanna be like anyone, still it be Mike. Jollicore, Joe Liquor been a part of my life. Made it easy to talk love, but harder to wife. On the darkest of nights, I get on my Heath Ledger. To be better, still I'm a joker. In search of ultramagnetic rays of light. When the kid asked, could he? I said day and night. My favorite night, sitting across from my daughter. She ordered Branzino from an African that just crossed the border. Yeah,
That was my man Common.
Go, Sway.
Okay, he ain't done yet.
Where you at, Sway? Where you at, Sway?
No, look, he was still ready to go.
Where you at, Sway?
Where you at,
Common
Sway?
was like, yo,
I'm
that's
a writer.
felt
I'm
good.
not off the top. I'm a writer. I gotta sit in the studio and live with the beat a little.
I got you. We got
That
you.
beat
I'll
been
pick
out.
on
That
skit.
beat
We got
been
you.
out.
I'm just giving them, yo, do you practice? Like, how do you make sure you're sharp?
I be around like performing. I'm freestyling. Sometimes when I'm with my friends, I'm still freestyling. To me, part of it is just continuing to learn, to grow. Like I'm soaking in records. Records matter to me. Music, reading matters to me. Conversations, movies inspire me. Like I get inspired by art. So then, it's times I'm sharper than others. I can tell when I'm like going in and like, but and then
You caught one this one.
L.A. Leakers.
Yeah. The LA Leakers, you
went nuts.
Shout out to
thanks.
Justin,
Good
man.
thanks.
That's my
Good
guy.
thanks. That was love.
That's the one platform I don't mind when you go to and you don't come here.
Yeah.
We come here all the time.
The year of the truth.
Yo,
We only
live once.
Yeah,
We only live
we
once.
only live once.
That's the only one. I'll be like, he went where? With who?
Yeah. Real talk.
No, but
Yes,
that's such an incredible skill set that I
Yeah.
always like to give. That's why we kept doing freestyles on this show to inspire the Just Incredibles and on the radars and the bars on I-95.
I mean, the Sway in the morning freestyles is like that upped the game. To be honest, that made us all be like, oh, okay, I got to be. But then, sometimes like some of that was off the head. Then I went to a rhyme that I have because a lot of people, now they be on freestyle and then they ain't freestyling, but I don't mind it. Whatever you got this dope, just say it. I mean, I'm cool with like it ain't like no rules, but I mean I just like dope MCing. That's it.
All right, Heather, I thought you was gonna jump
Heather.
on it.
Let's go.
You want to get on volume 2?
I bought them some. Yeah, I'm gonna be on volume 2, but I just bought y'all some. Don't do that, TB. See, I'm here every day. I know. No, I love them. This is just GP. I already know, family. Like I'm not playing with them. But this is
Heather B, ladies and gentlemen,
Hey.
first African American reality TV
I got a
star.
cup. What the fuck? Spitting rhymes.
That's good enough. That's good enough right there.
No, literally, and that's so funny. I was gonna bring y'all some Palo Santo and some beautiful, but I bought you some vegan wine, both of y'all, just to say, I got it right there, and I got glasses and cups, but just
we gonna toast.
Heather's classy.
She classy,
and she could cook.
Yes, she's an incredible cook. She made incredible sangria. She's done
so much
y'all.
great
stuff. You like a classy
drink
woman.
lady.
I
she make
like
them
a classy
drinks.
woman, bro.
No, but it's just my way.
Hold on. We like classy women.
Y'all do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We like
no,
classy
Up there with them all.
but thank you, Pete. But it's just my way of just saying thank you, guys. I was trying to think of something like what can I give them just to say thank you. We talk to you guys all the time. Y'all are family. But just I bought y'all some vegan wine to enjoy. We got a bottle now. No, because we took a wine class here on the show, and we learned that most wines are made with pork intestines and fish guts.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And so it freaked everybody out here.
It's in the process.
In the process of it.
Like the manufacturing, the process of it.
So I made
mess up my wine.
You gotta get vegan.
Damn, bro.
No, for real. So I made sure
vegan.
it was vegan. I had a sommelier stop by this morning and got y'all a bottle of vegan wine. No, absolutely. Take home. I'm sipping now, but I got y'all.
Wait.
I hope
Wait,
that
come on.
Yeah. Okay. How when they do where does the pork come in?
The bottling process, just to like the fermentation. So they use whatever they can use. It's fish guts, pork lining, and the bottling. Yeah, we were all freaked out. Everybody was in here in the room.
Got to check the label.
You have to. Well, they don't put that on the label.
They don't put that.
They don't put that part on the label. But
it's a small percentage.
It's a small percentage.
It don't matter.
But if you're a vegan,
I'm vegan.
You're 100% vegan.
Yes.
So if you're a vegan, that's something that you should know. And a lot of companies don't label that they're vegan because it costs extra money for bottling. So you wouldn't know if it was vegan or not. But we had someone come up here today to get you pure vegan.
Got us some vegan wine.
See, this is the vegan stamp on it.
Yes.
So I made sure I took care of
Thank
y'all.
you. I'm gonna pay attention. Y'all educated. I needed that. 'Cause I drink wine, bro.
Yeah,
I love wine.
we gonna hook them up with the
I
Harlem
got you.
wine guy.
God, too. Yeah,
we got the right person.
The
for
sommelier,
it.
black
You need
sommelier
your
in
own.
Harlem.
You need your own Somala.
Real talk. Real talk.
Sommelier, Sway. Sommelier. So that's all I had to say today.
You blessed us.
Thank you. No, I got you.
Yeah, comment. When Sway was commenting on your skill set and how often you practice, and I'm so happy that you can feel the appetite we have for lyricism, because even before you and Pete walked in and I was just reflecting on the song Wise Up, and I was like, God damn, like common double entendres throughout this are crazy. And there's some double entendres that are witty, and I love that too. But then there are some that are really deep where I pause and I'll be like, did this artist really intend that second meaning that I hope that they did? And there was like one in particular I would love for you to break down and maybe even share, like when it comes to a deep multi-layered double entendre, like are all the meanings present at once, or are you like, I feel like I could do something, let me think about it? So
we're going to do a lyrical breakdown? You want to do a lyrical breakdown with Common?
Yeah, because I got a lyric that needs breaking down because it's damn too good.
Thank you, Tracy.
Wait, before you
What
say
exactly
anything,
don't you get?
Breaking down the lyrics you may not understand.
What the hell did you just say?
It's the Lyrical Breakdown
I can break it down like whatever you want.
on Sway in the Morning.
What you going to say, Pete?
No, I was just going to say steel sharpens steel when it comes between me and this man right here.
I can only imagine, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all on the playground when y'all in the studio.
Point blank, bro.
Yeah.
I already know.
Word. And everyone's a mirror for the other.
Yeah.
Okay, so this bar is really playful, and I feel like it starts to set it up. Wise like the old man with food in his beard. And so I looked at the Wise chips when he's eating it, and it gets stuck in his beard. Right?
Yes.
And then right here, and when he cried freedom, it's jewels in his tears, blues in the beers, outside interference.
Yeah.
Break because there's history in that.
Yes, for sure. Well, the wise like the old man with food in his beard. We all been around old man, uncles and stuff that keep their food and that food be in their beard. They be talking to you. You be like, man, please get this out your beard. Yeah,
It's the Wise chips.
And a little food and stuff. And then, I think it's wisdom in those. I was just really referencing how some of those people, like my uncles and some of the most like intoxicated men that I met that would have food in their beard was still wise. They had wisdom, and I would listen to that wisdom. So I was thinking about that when I was like, wise like the old man with food in his beard. And when he cried freedom is jewels in his tears. I'm saying like everything he's been through is jewels in that. And like whatever he's talking about, whatever he's shedding to you, it's a jewel in that. So in that freedom, like, and when he crying freedom, you know, I was playing on it's a word. I mean, it's a movie I think that was called
Cry Freedom.
Yeah,
Freedom.
yeah. So I was playing on when he cried freedom is
Stephen
jewels in
Biko?
his tears.
Yes.
Yeah. Was it Denzel?
Yes.
Denzel.
Yeah.
So when he cried
Okay,
freedom.
Sway.
Mad because I got it right? I hate it,
I love y'all brothers and sisters, boy. That's
funny.
Yeah, I love it. And then the blues and the beers, I'm talking about, I kind of referring to Chicago like the blues and how we dealing with blues and the beers. You know, blues and the beers outside interferes. I'm talking about the outside noise that can interfere with us. The outside interferes. Like it can interfere with the way we think or where we going to when we need to wise
You just taught me
the
something.
outside
So here's what's
interferes.
incredible about art too, and the interpretation, and how you may not even realize just how much the divine is working through you. Because I saw that, but then I also saw for blues and the beers outside interference. I'm thinking about blues, which also, you know, can represent $100 bill.
Yes.
Then I was thinking about beers and thinking about that corporation, the beers, that is responsible for making diamonds really popular, which has also, like, obviously oppressed African nations.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
speak on it.
going back to that line, and when he cries freedom, it's jewels in his tears, I was thinking about how a lot of people have in our community have such an attachment to materialism.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And that's how I
Yo, you made it doper than he did.
You made it way doper than I did.
and that's why I thought with the wise, like the old man, I thought he was eating the chips, the
Tracy.
wise chips.
Hey,
Like
Tracy.
Sway, you lucky you don't got a
Tracy,
beard.
for now, when I write my songs, I'm gonna have you come and make them better. I'm gonna be like, yo,
You gotta come to the studio.
Yeah,
That's it.
That
We
was
gotta
dope.
get her.
meaning.
Shit, can she be on volume 2 too?
I love,
made it.
but I love that you listening to the lyrics like that.
Yeah.
And that's one of the most beautiful things about art, man, and like and music, and like even in a painting. But you know, but in lyrics, sometimes I thought MCs was saying this, but they actually saying that. But that's just the beauty of with art when it got depth. And I was for sure like wanting to give them double entendres and have words have different meanings, because I felt like people were open to it. Sometimes it's times like in my career or in hip hop's life that I felt like people ain't paying as much attention to lyrics, or it just didn't. But for some reason, within these past few years, I've been feeling like, okay, people are actually listening. And even now, what we just talked about with the battles and different things, people are listening. So
Hell yeah.
I love that too. Tracy, that was amazing.
yeah, that was
Trace.
that was amazing. Let's give it up. Yo.
Give it up for Tracy, G.
She earned her spot.
All right. Yeah,
Volume 2, Trey over.
You know what I mean?
Yo, Mike, won't you close us up? I know you wanted to jump in with these legends, man.
Yeah.
I did. So good to be a conversation with you both, as always.
Okay.
I want to pick up comment where you left off. You made a statement about the battle raps, and you're just talking about freestyling. It's okay if it's written down or if it comes from the dome, just as long as it's your best and your greatest. We were having a conversation around AI and talking about Google and YouTube using this new AI sandbox. The goal is to democratize so that more independent artists and producers can get in into the process. I'm just wondering, from your both perspectives, what is your thoughts on the use of AI in music and the music creating process, particularly as we talk about it as an art form?
I would love Pete to address it.
I mean, you know, it's two sides to AI. You know, it's a good side and a bad side. So, me, I'm all for the good side. I'm with the light, and you know, I want to do something interesting if I'm going to use AI. You know, but to me, the bad side of it is like the copying of original voices of the artists. You know, and it's not them. You know what I'm saying? I have a problem with that part of AI.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, the internet could be used for good, it could be used for bad. Technology, life, you know, it depends on how we use things. Power can be used for good, used for bad. So AI for me is like, man, we could use it for good. And I was one who was honestly doing commercials with Microsoft, talking about AI, and I was learning about it as I was talking about it and seeing what it was doing, how it was doing good for people's like that was dealing with blindness or about to go blind, and how it was helping them. It was how it was helping some people identify certain things medically. So I could see the benefits of it, but I agree with Pete when it comes to like, okay, I don't want AI taking my likeness without my permission. Somebody using AI to take my likeness. That's what the whole thing with the acting, when the actor strike was going on, that was one of the points. Yeah. And like I think even with our voices in music, I wouldn't want anybody using my voice without me giving that approval, because they could use my voice in a way that I wouldn't. And that's why I'm also like not for when initially when what did you
Taylor made Freestyle?
Yeah, well, no, I'm saying I wasn't even for those.
Tracy tried to bring it back.
The hologram.
The hologram.
I was like,
they had the Tupac hologram early on.
I feel like, when somebody is passed, God bless their soul, we don't know if they would want to be used in that way. Yeah. So
probably
for
not.
me, AI, I'm like, nah, like let's use it wisely. Let's wise up.
You just mentioned when somebody passed, and this is for both of y'all. Pete, you can start first. Biggie, he would have been 52 years old yesterday, and we were sitting here like, damn, like his career, and to think that he only put out 2 full-length albums. Did y'all have a chance, any one of you, to work with him? And just like, if you could just speak about Big, because I just feel like somewhere in all of this stuff that's been happening lately, we haven't celebrated him properly this year. Rest in peace to Mr. C. I want to say that as well.
Oh my God! Rest in peace to Mr. C. That was my boy.
Yeah. God bless his soul.
Always lent something good to say to build me up.
Yeah.
He was that kind of DJ. It surprised me because hanging around him more, I was just like, wow, this guy's a good dude.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And for him to just leave us, it was just crazy because it just happened out of nowhere. And I hate them surprise ones where, you don't know what's coming down the pipeline, then boom.
100%.
A great friend of yours.
Did you work with Big at all or have the opportunity?
He came to the house. He, Puff brought him over. And
wait, hold on. Somebody's phone ringing. Whose phone is that? Hey, Pete, we got a rule on the show. If your phone, but the rule is if the phone ring, you got to answer it on speaker.
Oh, see, that ain't right. That's my son, anyway.
Oh, okay, all right.
So he came to the house.
Yeah, he came. Biggie came over. Puff brought him over, and he was so excited. I never seen him. He was so excited, and then he was like, yo. The first thing he said, he's like, yo, let me see how you make a beat. He's like, I just want to see how you do it.
Yeah.
And then there's this song on Pete Rock's CL Smooth album, The Main Ingredient, called In the Flesh, and I made that beat in front of Biggie.
Wow, really?
When you hear that song, every time you hear In the Flesh or you go listen to Pete Rock, Main Ingredient, Biggie was right there.
Wow.
He didn't want the beat?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. Okay.
Yeah, and he was like, yo, Pete, I want your interlude beats. Give me, why you do that? Why you do that with your album? Why you be teasing people like that? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, yo, I just was, I like to, let people know, hey, I found a new talent. I can do this. Listen to this. Listen to that. And he was like, yo, give me them joints.
Well, dope. Com, you work with him at all?
I didn't work with him, but I got to meet him. He came to Chicago, and like, man, he embraced me and my homies, and like we kicked it with him, and just, man, that was a big thing for me, because being from Chicago, to get embraced by MCs that was outside, that was like, Biggie was the biggest. It was Biggie and Snoop, and so the love he gave me. And then even, this was back in the day when you would use other artists' quotes for other artists' quotes for your like promotion. Biggie did a quote for my album Resurrection, the song I used to love. He was like, man, Common, I wish he was from Brooklyn, and blah blah, blah. He said something else, and I was just kind of like, it just was love. I never got to work with him, but I just, he gave respect, and I got to do a show with him in Chicago at the Regal Theater.
Yeah,
at the famous
It hits a little different right now, though.
Yeah.
That, March, his birthday passing, and just, I don't know.
It is different this year. That's what made me ask you when you spoke about people passing and these. It was like, Biggie, something feels very different this year.
But I gotta say though, what he did in 2 albums is amazing. Cause like, to be, Biggie is just one of the greatest MCs, and to be able to do that, like in 2 hours, I mean, he in a lot of people's top 5 that's from our generation, and for me, he is one of them dudes, and
For
it's
real.
like to be able to do that at 23,
24,
24, because I think he passed at
24.
Yeah, so
with 2 projects.
a double album.
Jamaican. Like
Jamaican,
me.
is that what it is?
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
Jamaican. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
man,
right.
family, man.
Yeah.
Pete, you posted to Heavy D's daughter.
Yeah.
Was
Zaya.
able, right?
Yep.
Was
Shout
able
out to her.
to receive. She's over his estate now, right? Heavy D, man. What can you say that? Rest in
Heavy
power to
D.
Heavy
Rest
D.
in
Come
peace.
on, man.
Yeah.
And that's the way it's supposed to go. You know,
Amen.
when God forbid we all, got to go one day, and we leave children behind. We would want that for our children.
Yeah. Heavy D was one of the most unsung producers.
Of course.
Producers,
Nah,
yep.
this is what got me into producing, because when I would play around in my room and run down the block to say, yo, listen to this, and he would be like, yo, Pete, you got something. All right, we're gonna work at it. You keep working at it. And when I heard them words and saying that to me, my cousin, and I'm like, yo, it just inspired me and lit me up. And I was like, all right, he likes
That's his
it.
cousin.
Heavy D was his
likes
cousin.
it.
Did you know that?
Not
Did you
too
know
many
that?
people say that.
Yep, that's family. And I was just geeked off the fact that I was going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Man, gentlemen, man, give them a big round of
For
applause.
real.
This is just volume 1.
Yeah.
Volume 1.
Yeah.
Yo, King Tech wanted me to send y'all love.
Yes.
I told him I got
Tech,
both of you.
Tech.
He laughs. I was like, yo, guess who I got on the show tomorrow? Who? Common, really? And Pete Rock, what? Like, how
That's
do
my
you do
boy.
that?
Tech, my boy.
Yeah, man.
Yes, man.
We talk all the
Everybody
time.
love Tech.
Yep.
Gang Tech.
Yep.
Tech,
Yes.
a real one, man.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
fellas.
Love, brother.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
y'all for having
Keep
us.
Thank you,
going.
thank you.
Nah, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Pete,
Come on,
thank
man.
you,
Come
brother.
on, bro.
Thank
know
you,
what I'm
man.
saying? I'm just showing my love and passion for what I still believe in.
Yeah.
What you
Amen.
believe in inspires me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean,
We-
Hev's words were be inspired, so that's in me.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Common, I thank you all the time.
Brother.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
you.
We still look at it. You notice how we look at each other?
Yeah,
It was
like,
like,
man,
yo,
come
we
on, man.
still
Do I
here.
gotta
That's
say
you.
that? Here, man.
That's you, right?
Yes,
Okay,
still
yo,
here.
We still here.
You're looking
Still
at both
here.
of us from
Like-
when we were young to now.
And y'all look the same.
No, we all do. Hell,
God
we all-
bless.
we all
Every one
do.
of us.
Yeah.
That
Everybody
We
good
good.
still
music
young.
does us good.
How's your
You know?
spirit? We still
That's
young.
what I'm
There
talking
you
Yep.
go.
Yo.
Yep, the
All
period.
right. Hey, we're going to end with Wise Up again, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Peace to the callers that never got through.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. Real quick. Hold on. I got to do it. Hold on. Red Bandit in North Carolina. What you want to say?
Quick.
Hurry up.
Go ahead.
I wanted to say congratulations to Common and Pete Rock. Pete Rock and I go back. I first started in the basement of Eddie F with Pete Rock.
Oh, shit.
Remember that? We
Red Bandit.
Red Branded.
Oh, Red. Hell yeah. What's up, bro?
I'm good, brother.
I
Listen,
ain't seen
I've
you
been-
in years, boss.
Tell me about it.
Damn.
I know.
Damn, we gotta stay in touch, brother.
DM Pete. He gets back.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
That's
Peace.
what's up.
Thank you,
All
brother.
right. You want me to get the number? Kalani, get his number just in case. All right. Good. All right. All right. Rob in San Diego.
Yeah,
What you want to
Rob.
say? Go ahead, real quick.
Yo, what's up? Hey, Common, I just want to say, man, I really appreciate you and how you came through San Diego and performed with the symphony.
Thank you,
it was
man.
dope, man. Over the water, it was dope, bro.
Oh man, I love that. That place is incredible, and that symphony was amazing. Thank you, bro. Look out for the new project too.
Word.
Yes, sir.
All right. Stone in Virginia. What you like to say?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well. Yo, Sway, first and foremost, yo, you are OG.
Thank
Had
you,
to
fam.
be. I was on the train when you made that video with MOP.
Makana.
They wouldn't let me come
Kinda. That's my shit.
Here's this. P-Rock.
Yo.
Yo, Common. Yo, yellow OGs in this game, man.
Yes.
Sir, yes,
Common,
sir.
you made that song with CeeLo.
Yeah.
That chorus.
Yeah.
I'm getting that tattoo. I've lived that, I take that from the left to cry. I feel I tried.
Wow.
That's my shit right there, son.
Man, give
Yo,
that
yellow
some.
OGs, man.
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you.
Yellow OG. Yo, Pete Rock.
Yo.
Son, I used to rock. I used to rock the shit. Let's go.
That's what's up,
Happy.
man. That's
Brooklyn, listen, Brooklyn born and raised.
Yes,
all
sir.
day.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
man,
respect.
Yo, I fuck with y'all hard. I fuck with both. Listen, I've never sat on the phone for 45 minutes.
You did sit on the phone for.
Like
Matter of
this.
fact, he stayed on hold for 45 minutes. Go ahead,
I'm on hold for
get
45 minutes.
get your
And you know
shit
what I
off.
wanna
Go
hear?
ahead, man.
Yep.
Go ahead, man.
You know what I want to hear? You know
What's
what
that?
I want to hear?
What's that?
'Cause I've been wondering. I want to hear. I'm a citizen.
Okay, hold on. Good.
Uh-oh.
And then that's how the call. This is. Don't say nothing else, Stone. I got it from here.
Okay.
This is what I do. All right.
Okay.
This is what I do.
Yo, Stone from Virginia.
From Brooklyn, living in Virginia.
Okay, my bad. I don't want to
wow.
mess it up.
That's all good.
All right. Okay, we can repost. All right. All right.
Let's go.
Yo, Stone from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You a citizen. All right.
This is why radio is so fun, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you come from it too.
Yeah, I come from radio.
We got
man.
that
Come
history
from
too.
radio.
I'm half saucy already, so this is great.
Yo, look at that. Listen, love you guys.
Yes.
Love you back, man.
Thank you. You keep us inspired.
Yes,
course.
sir, man.
I told it's like I'm back in elementary
Hell
school with my
yeah.
buddies and shit. We
Yes,
all went to
sir.
different schools. We went to high school though.
Yes.
Together.
All right.
Yes.
Once again, the name of the album is
The Auditorium, Volume 1.
Volume 1.
Volume 1. Man, make sure y'all support
a good
this.
title.
I
That's
can't
a
wait
great
to see it
title.
in concert.
Yeah.
We hitting the road with y'all. Heather
Yes,
B
sir.
and me gonna be in
Come
Volume
on.
2. Tracy's
Yep.
gonna do something
Yep,
too.
Tracy.
Yeah.
All right.
Go analyze the rhymes.
Lock.
Uplift.
That
You
might-
better,
elevate.
you better lock in your spot right now.
That might be a segment. Where analyzes a line, give you a chance to explain it,
Yo,
go into the song.
We
Yeah.
should do a talk like that. Like one time, like just have it like at some place at an auditorium and you break down the lyrics
Count me in.
The way
For
you
real.
see it, right?
the way
Yeah,
she see it.
yeah.
That would
Yeah.
be dope. As
That'd
fuck.
be-
That'd be-
let's do that.
Yo, what's up?
Let's do that.
We should
I'll,
do
I'll,
that.
I'll do.
Definitely
Sway
down.
will moderate
Yep.
Well, I gotta moderate. Well, I gotta
because
work.
you put everybody else to work.
Yeah.
I'll bring the wine.
Yeah.
I'll bring the vegan wine.
Well, is Pete gonna DJ?
Yeah, I'll DJ. I'll
Everybody
DJ.
We got this.
I
y'all.
got it.
Yo,
I
we
got it.
did the Doomsday too.
Yep,
Remember that?
Yep.
did the
And we
Doomsday
did,
stuff
and we did the battle with Mickey Fax and them at YouTube.
at YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Man, it's history.
Remember that?
Yo,
I brought
of
the 12.
course.
I
You
brought
brought
the
the-
SP
yeah.
beats.
Wow,
You know
we
what I'm
got
saying?
Wait,
history.
aren't they gonna be in Napa?
Yes.
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 Oh, wait a minute.
We're hosting. We're hosting it.
That's it.
Everybody I say that to, they like,
Oh, y'all host?
Yeah, we hosted.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
I'm bringing the vegan wine.
Oh, that's gonna be crazy. Heather
Yeah.
B will be hosting. I'll be co-hosting with her.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll be fine, man.
Yo, we gonna yo.
We gonna have a good
That's
time.
gonna be amazing.
That shit gonna be a dream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 3 days of us all in a dream. I
Yes.
guarantee you that.
And I'm
All
gonna
right.
be lit.
All right, man. Give it up for these brothers. Give it up for Common. Give it up for Pete Rock. Give it up for Mike Muse, Lonnie Light, DB, Torch, Tracy, Heather B. I'm Sway, and we'll be back tomorrow.